Recently, I came across an interesting yet concerning article titled, "Democrats Just Blocked Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez's Push for a Green New Deal Committee." And in the article, the author explains how Democratic leaders on Thursday tapped Rep. Kathy Castor to head a revived U.S. House panel on climate change, all but ending a dramatic month-long effort to establish a select committee on a Green New Deal. Castor's appointment came as a surprise to proponents of a Green New Deal. The move also kicked off a controversy as the six-term Congresswoman dismissed calls to bar members who accept money from fossil fuel companies from serving on the committee, arguing it would violate free speech rights. Despite weeks of protests demanding House Democrats focus efforts next year on drafting a Green New Deal, the sort of sweeping economic policy that scientists say matches the scale of the climate crisis, Castor told E&E News the plan was, quote-unquote, not going to be our sole focus. So, this news is troubling and on a couple of fronts. For instance, it is troubling how Kathy Castor, who, as aforementioned, has been tapped to head the House panel on climate change, dismissed calls to prevent people who accept money from the fossil fuel industry from serving on the committee. And this is problematic because we, for the sake of our planet, need to be aggressively converting our energy system to 100% clean renewable energy and to stop relying on fossil fuels as soon as possible. We cannot afford to have any conflicts of interest on this panel, and politicians who are funded by the fossil fuel industry have a conflict of interest. In fact, according to the author of this piece, Kathy Castor herself, who again has been tapped to head the House panel on climate change, has taken money from the fossil fuel industry throughout the course of her political career. As the author of the piece explains, according to the Nonpartisan Center for Responsive Politics, Castor accepted more than $73,000 from the energy and natural resources sector over her 12-year tenure in Congress, including $60,000 from corporate political action committees. Moreover, according to the author of this piece, Kathy said she would consider taking the No Fossil Fuel Money pledge, a vow overseen by a handful of progressive groups, including proponents of a Green New Deal. Asked what the decision hinged on, Castor said, "I don't know." So not only has Kathy taken money from the fossil fuel industry in the past, but also she won't even commit to abstaining from taking fossil fuel money in the future. And that's really problematic, especially for someone who has been tapped to head the House panel on climate change. So sadly, it should come as no surprise to people that Kathy said that a Green New Deal was not going to be her panel's sole focus. If you are not aware, the Green New Deal, the plan that the aforementioned Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez has been pushing very hard for, is a plan to aggressively convert our energy system away from fossil fuels to 100% clean renewable energy in order to combat climate change. And the scientific community has made it loud and clear that we need to aggressively combat climate change, and that we need to do it now. Alexandria is right. The time for bold action in regards to combating climate change is now, and it's time the leaders of the Democratic Party finally understand this.